Still Nation, what's up? It's your man Kevy. As you see, it's the top of the morning of me recording this. The time is this going out? I don't know. I can't tell you. But this right here is my top three, bottom two, man. This is a series I'm gonna start and I'm gonna just keep it going, man. I feel like some players should get put on notice. I feel like some players should get their flowers, man. As far as the top three, I'm gonna do an honorable mention. I'm gonna do two honorable mentions, man. Two honorable mentions, and as far as the bottom two, I'm gonna just leave it at two. I don't, I'm gonna just leave it at bottom two, man. But honorable mention for as far as the top three, honorable mention number one, it's going to me. It's going to go to Isaac Salmalu, offensive lineman guard. I think he was phenomenal in the run game going against Aaron Donald, man. There was oftentimes I seen him um, get his initial block, either chip him or move him, and get to the second get to the second level, man. And I've seen that more often than not in the game. Uh, he ended up recovering the fumble from Najee Harris that gave us more yards. But I thought he was very, very solid, man. The offensive line in general was solid in the run game, but Isaac, he stood out for me. He stood out for me. So honorable mention goes to him. Honorable mention number two, as far as the top three, got to go to T.J. Watt, man. To start that third quarter with introduction with the interception. Come on, bro. That flipped the game. That gave the guys the momentum they needed, man. And he was able to do that for the team, man. I don't like how he was getting held and they was not throwing flags on that. I gotta relax. Refs, I'd rather throw flags on taunting and stuff like that. Throw flags for the rules that was rules for 100 years from that, like now, like holding. Well, back in the leather helmet days, you can clothesline the hell out of somebody and you be good. But you know what I mean? So that's my honorable mention too. Those two guys, man. Top three of the game. Coming at number three. Coming to number three, it's going to have to be Mr. Welcome Back, Deontay Johnson, man. Welcome back, Deontay. Deontay had the 5 catches for 79 yards. He missed a lot of games. He missed a few games, had the bye week, what I'm saying, hamstring injury, and he was able to come back and be effective, man. He had 6 targets and caught 5 of them things, man. I think one of them wasn't even his fault for real. But, well, the one that, was the incompletion wasn't his fault. But it was just amazing to have him out there, man. Seeing him getting in and out of his breaks again, it was fire. It was fire. It's like, bro, where have you been? So shout out to Deontay. That's number three. Number two, it's going to have to go to George Pickens. George Pickens, man, 8 targets for 5 catches, 107 yards, no touchdowns, but again, moving the chains, finding holes into the defense, them back shoulder fades. Like, he's a master. And a lot of Steelers fans say, and I was one of them until yesterday, so you can't live on a back shoulder fade. You can't live on it. Well, yes, you can, because that might be Kenny's best throw, and George Pickens is just a monster when it comes to that. So it's like, hey, we got a secret weapon, might as well use it. But yeah, so I got George Pickens going too. Number one actually goes to Kenny Pickett, man. It goes to Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett, he started the game slow, but each quarter got a little better. In fourth quarter, he was phenomenal, man. Another phenomenal fourth quarter performance. But the number one thing is he didn't make no mistakes. Well, he made mistakes as far as missing guys, but he didn't turn the ball over, He didn't cause his team anything like bad, significantly bad, man. He had a 97 passing rating, and come on, man, 17 to 25. Come on, man, 17 to 25. He was very accurate, man, when it was time to get things going. And like I said, you see him progressively get better as the game went along, and it was like him finding guys. Like, you see the way that the stats went. George Pickens had 8 targets. Deontay had 6 targets. Those are your top 2 guys. Top 2 guys. Pat Freiermuth will probably be in that mix. You know what I'm saying? But Pat not being in that mix kind of got 3 targets. Najee had 3 targets. 1 target for Allen Robinson and 2 for Jalen Warren. You know, but them top 2 guys got to be Deontay and George Pickens. So the 8 and 6, both of them getting 5 catches, and Deontay getting the 79 and the 107 for George Pickens. It's only telling you where they get the ball at. You know, Deontay gets his quick, low. You know what I mean? George Pickens is a little more deep, you know? So, well, we gonna do that for that. But, yeah, that's my top 3. Bottom 2, number 2, it's going to have to go to Patrick Peterson, bro. Like, I'm not sure what's going on. I feel like Patrick Peterson's confidence is high, as it should be, but the play ain't matching up. Is he playing out of position? I feel like he is, because there's not that many corners around his age that can really be the guys on the outside. You normally see guys around his age either get into the middle or they go back to safety or they retire. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so one of them things like that's the position he's in, but he's not doing the job that we want him to do as far as Steelers fans, you know? So he's in that slot. And last but not least, the number 1 bottom of this whole shebang here, go to Levi Wallace, man. I haven't seen someone gain a nickname Burnt Toast. I don't think I ever did. They refer to you as Burnt Toast online, bro. I know you don't care. You shouldn't care. I personally don't want you to care. I don't want you to care that I put you on the bottom 2. You feel me? I don't even want you to care about that. I'm talking to the fans now. Forget Levi. You know, you got film today. You look, I want you guys to step it up on the field. Steelers Nation, I don't know what's going on with Levi Wallace, man. He's been getting burnt all year. It's to the point I'm like, dude, like, what's the difference between him and James Pierre when James Pierre was getting burnt in that Cincinnati game last year, 2 years ago? You know, like, it's getting bad, man. But we're seeing more Joey Porter Jr., so hopefully. And look, that Tutu Atwell touchdown, who's back there with him? Right. It's your man, Kev Easy, man. Steelers for 7 podcast, episode 112.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button to stay up to date for Steelers for 7 podcast content.